Charlotte, you sold your house for pennies on the dollar? Are you insane? You poured your entire life savings into that place, obsessing over every detail, from the renovations to the furniture. What the hell happened?
My best friend's words bombarded my earpiece. I gave a faint smile.
I'm just done making the wrong choice.
Damian and I had been doing long distance for a year. Our video calls dwindled to almost nothing. He claimed he was busy, that his new VP promotion took up all his time. Yet, the moment Chloe got a fever, he'd drive straight to the airport and catch a 3 a.m. flight just to see her. I was completely over it. My friend prepared to say another harsh question. But Damian's call cut in.
Charlotte, what time do you land tomorrow? I'll pick you up.
I rejected him.
No need, Mr. VP. You're busy. Don't waste your time. Oh, and hire a caregiver for your mother. I won't be taking care of her anymore.
He tried to say something else, but I hung up. I was no longer that pathetic girl who stayed up until 2 a.m., just waiting for his good night. My flight landed in Chicago the next day. And there he was at arrivals, Damian, the man I hadn't seen in a year. He stepped forward and smoothly took my luggage.
Tired?
I kept my eyes on my phone, replying to work emails.
I'm fine.
How was San Francisco? You barely talked to me about your life this past year.
I finally looked up at him.
I'll be giving Harrison a full report on this year's projects. I'll CC you on the email. No need to ask.
Are we strictly business now? I'm asking because I care about you, Charlotte.
Then there's even less to talk about.
I cut him off, head bowed as I typed a reply. After all, whenever I tried to talk to him about marriage, our life, or our future, he would just give me that cold stare and say,
Charlotte, I'm busy. Can you grow up? Even Chloe, that intern, works harder than you do.
Damian clearly hated my attitude, but he forced a change of subject.
I got a call from the realtor yesterday. You sold our house?
My fingers paused over the screen.
I don't know. The realtor probably dialed the wrong number.
We reached the parking garage. I pulled open the passenger door of Damian's black SUV, and there was Chloe, sitting right in the passenger seat, eating a slice of cake and scrolling through TikTok.
Charlotte, Damian said he was coming to get you, so I tagged along. We just finished a client meeting this afternoon.
I looked at the cake crumbs scattered across the leather seat. I couldn't help but think, the man who never let me eat in his car was suddenly making exceptions. I gave Chloe a quick once-over, a Tiffany necklace, a Louis Vuitton bag, Valentino heels. Way out of budget for an intern making $18 an hour. My gaze briefly shifted to Damian, only to catch that doting look on his face. Seeing my silence, Chloe immediately gathered her things. She wiped the seat clean and shot Damian a playful wink.
I know. Shotgun is girlfriend-only territory. Here, Charlotte, take the seat. I only sat here earlier because I felt bad treating Damian like an Uber driver.
Damian let out a soft chuckle. His entire expression softened. Once in the car, I flipped open my laptop and started reviewing files.
That busy?
I just muttered in and left it at that.
Don't get the wrong idea. Chloe just heard you were flying in. She's always looked up to you, so we swung by together.
I know, you don't need to explain.
Damian's grip tightened on the steering wheel.
By the way, you're signing the contract with Mr. Thompson tomorrow, right? Take Chloe with you.
I couldn't help but laugh. A Gen Z kid like Chloe, who claims she's going to disrupt the workplace, negotiating a contract, she'd only blow the whole deal. And when she did, both she and Damian would get fired. I'd be more than happy to watch that happen. We arrived at the golf course. Before I could even say a word, Chloe jumped the gun and rushed forward.
Mr. Thompson, hi! I'm Chloe, an intern at Grove Group. It's so great to meet you.
Mr. Thompson gave a dismissive nod. Then he turned to me with a warm smile.
Charlotte, up for a round?
I took the golf club.
Absolutely. I've got all day.
Chloe's face completely froze. She bit her lip, looking at Damian with puppy dog eyes.
It's okay. I've got you.
I turned around just in time to catch the whole exchange. After settling Chloe down, Damian jogged over to me. He sounded pissed.
You went too far.
I didn't even know what he meant. He shot me an impatient glare.
You brought Chloe here on purpose just to humiliate her, didn't you? She's just an intern. Are you really that petty?
I let out a dry scoff.
Sorry to disappoint you, but neither of you are that important to me.
30 minutes later, the contract details were practically finalized. My phone blew up with texts from my best friend Violet. I frowned and clicked on the link. It was Chloe's latest social media post, a photo of a golf club and Damian's back. The caption read, "Him and my dreams." I stared at it for 2 seconds. Then I closed the app without a second thought.
Stop getting mad over people who aren't worth it. I just never thought
The perfect Stanford couple would end up like this.
For the first time, my walls cracked a little. My love story with Damian used to be famous at Stanford. He was the legend of the computer science department. I was the stunning valedictorian of the business school. We used to argue until we were red in the face during class debates. No one believed romance could ever spark between us. But to everyone's shock, Damian actually asked me on a date in front of the whole school. Then Chloe showed up, and time again. Between her and me, he chose her. My tone stayed perfectly flat.
It's in the past.
Thinking about the house, I sent a text to the realtor. Contact me directly about the house from now on. Do not call Damian. I am the sole owner. Right then, Chloe walked over holding a golf club. She looked at me with total admiration.
Charlotte, will you teach me how to play? I want to be as amazing as you, so I can actually be useful to Damian's career.
Hearing this, Damian looked over, his expression softening.
By the way, Charlotte, organize the Rockway Group files and hand them over to Chloe.
I shot him a glare. I thought I had heard him wrong. When it finally clicked, I almost laughed at the sheer audacity.
The Rockway Group? Damian, are you out of your mind? You actually think she can handle my project? I refuse.
His face darkened. He didn't expect me, the woman who always gave him whatever he wanted, to fight back. His tone grew incredibly impatient.
Since when are you this petty? If Chloe gets this project, she gets a full-time offer.
I quietly stared at the face I once loved the most. Now, he just felt like a total stranger. My heart went ice cold. He never cared how much I sacrificed. Just like a year ago, when he took a project I spent 3 agonizing months preparing and handed it straight to Chloe. The tension was suffocating. The investors and caddies on the course all pretended not to notice the argument, but the occasional glances they shot at Damian and Chloe were filled with sheer disgust. Chloe hurriedly tugged at Damian's sleeve.
Damian, please don't fight with Charlotte over me. I don't want people saying I only got this project because of my connections with you.
You're always too kind. You're going to get eaten alive in the corporate world.
Charlotte, I'm sorry. I was the one who told him I really wanted more experience. That's why Damian asked you to give me the project. But he was only thinking about what's best for the company.
I crossed my arms and stared at her coldly. How incredibly noble of her. It made it sound like if I didn't back down today, I was just being petty and unreasonable.
Chloe, if I remember correctly, you've been interning at Grove Group for almost 2 years now, right? Internships at Grove Group are strictly capped at 6 months. How exactly have you stuck around for 2 years? Who authorized that?
The implication was too obvious. Their faces instantly dropped.
Charlotte, please don't talk about me like that.
I ignored her little performance and looked straight at Damian.
This is really your fault, Damian. Chloe has been following you around for 2 years. Why haven't you given her a full-time offer yet?
Charlotte, you're crossing the line. Take your temper out on me, but leave an innocent girl out of it.
I let out a cold laugh.
Then let's break up.
The next morning, Damian called me into his office the second I walked in.
You're off the Rockwood Group project.
I already promised it to Chloe. It's not like you need this one anyway.
The office was dead silent, so quiet I could only hear the heavy beating of my own heart. When we got home last night, the first thing he did was scold me.
Charlotte, what is wrong with you? Can't you just communicate like an adult? Talking like that in front of investors, do you have any idea how that makes me look? And for the record, I am not agreeing to a breakup. I'll pretend I didn't hear it this time. But don't you dare pull a stunt like that again. My patience has a limit. I don't even recognize you anymore. You're acting like a hysterical madwoman.
He demanded we sleep in separate rooms and stormed off to the study with his pillow. We didn't speak another word to each other. And now, the moment I stepped into the office, he dropped this bomb on me.
I refuse.
I could barely breathe.
Even if I drop this project, I am not handing it over to Chloe.
You!
Damian stood up and slammed his finger onto the security intercom.
Just because we're dating doesn't mean you get to throw a temper tantrum.
The security guards arrived. The atmosphere was incredibly awkward. Right on cue, Chloe pushed the door open, breezing in like she owned the place.
Don't worry, Charlotte. Damian stayed up with me all night going over every detail. I won't let your hard work go to waste.
I let out a dry scoff and didn't say a word. I just turned around and walked out, but I never expected them to be in such a desperate hurry. I could immediately feel the bizarre tension in the office. The design director quickly pulled me aside.
Something went wrong with the Rockway Group project. Chloe went to sign the papers yesterday and somehow grabbed the wrong contract. She swapped our $10 million bid for a $100 million one. The contract is signed and legally binding. The company is going to lose $90 million.
Just then, my phone rang. It was Harrison, the CEO.
Charlotte, my office, now.
I walked into Harrison's office. Damian and Chloe were already there.
Charlotte! I've always looked up to you! How could you make such a rookie mistake?
I let out a cold laugh.
You think crying louder is going to shift the blame onto someone innocent? The proposal I handed you was perfectly clear. Why don't we pull up the backup files and see exactly whose fault this is?
The moment I finished, Damian spoke up.
Then let's look at them.
I frowned and looked over at him. His eyes darted away. A sudden sinking feeling hit my stomach. My laptop was quickly brought in and placed right in front of Harrison. I clicked the file open and my blood ran cold. My original document. It clearly stated 100 million. I had double-checked that number no less than 10 times. There was zero chance I made a mistake. Suddenly, it hit me. There was only one person who knew my laptop password. Only one person with the skills to alter the raw data and wipe the modification logs entirely. I stared at Damian. A sickening realization washed over me. He actually framed me just to protect his intern.
Damian.
Today, you tampered with my original data just to help her cover up the truth. If she murders someone tomorrow, are you going to help her bury the body and lie to the cops too?
Damian didn't dare look me in the eye.
The contract is legally binding. You either figure out a way to cover the company's losses or prepare for federal prison.
Out in the hallway, it was just the three of us.
Charlotte,
I raised my hand and slapped him hard across the face.
We're done. I let it slide all those times you covered for her in the past. But now, know your place. You have no right to give me orders.
Charlotte, you sold your house for pennies on the dollar? Are you insane? You poured your entire life savings into that place, obsessing over every detail, from the renovations to the furniture. What the hell happened?
My best friend's words bombarded my earpiece. I gave a faint smile.
I'm just done making the wrong choice.
Damian and I had been doing long distance for a year. Our video calls dwindled to almost nothing. He claimed he was busy, that his new VP promotion took up all his time. Yet, the moment Chloe got a fever, he'd drive straight to the airport and catch a 3 a.m. flight just to see her. I was completely over it. My friend prepared to say another harsh question. But Damian's call cut in.
Charlotte, what time do you land tomorrow? I'll pick you up.
I rejected him.
No need, Mr. VP. You're busy. Don't waste your time. Oh, and hire a caregiver for your mother. I won't be taking care of her anymore.
He tried to say something else, but I hung up. I was no longer that pathetic girl who stayed up until 2 a.m., just waiting for his good night. My flight landed in Chicago the next day. And there he was at arrivals, Damian, the man I hadn't seen in a year. He stepped forward and smoothly took my luggage.
Tired?
I kept my eyes on my phone, replying to work emails.
I'm fine.
how was San Francisco? You barely talked to me about your life this past year.
I finally looked up at him.
I'll be giving Harrison a full report on this year's projects. I'll CC you on the email. No need to ask.
Are we strictly business now? I'm asking because I care about you, Charlotte.
Then there's even less to talk about.
I cut him off, head bowed as I typed a reply. After all, whenever I tried to talk to him about marriage, our life, or our future, he would just give me that cold stare and say,
Charlotte, I'm busy. Can you grow up? Even Chloe, that intern, works harder than you do.
Damian clearly hated my attitude, but he forced a change of subject.
I got a call from the realtor yesterday. You sold our house?